Hi, my Miss Huxtables! Today I wanted to talk to you guys about butters, and I'm also going to throw in a talk about marshmallow root and slippery elm. So let's do that first. Now that we're going into fall, I'm probably going to start blow drying my hair, also because my little friend back here, I like to call her the kitchenette, gets super tangled and gives me a headache. So I wanted to talk to you first about slippery elm and marshmallow root. If you guys know, the Kinky Curly Knot Today is like my #1 holy grail product when it comes to wearing my hair curly, because I deal with a lot of tangles. And I just love that it's I guess the term is slip in the natural hair care community, that it's goopy and jelly. It just allows for the comb to glide through my hair so much easier. But I end up using about a whole bottle of it in a week. So I've tried, you guys suggested, I tried the Great Detangler by Talia Wajeed. I've tried Aunt Jackie's Detangler, I showed in another video. And I like them, they just don't have the same amount of slip. They're not that gooey substance. And so in my research I found that marshmallow roots and slippery elm are what kind of create that goopy nature. So I bought some cheesecloth, I don't have it out, and I went to a little cute herbal shop in Silver Springs, Maryland. It was so cute. The guy was like literally gardening in the backyard, and when you walked in it was like an apothecary with all the jars, different herbal remedies and teas and different substances. So I got 2 ounces of marshmallow root. This is what it looks like, almost like hamster grinds, and 2 ounces of slippery elm. And I'm going to go ahead and boil it and then strain it with a cheesecloth to see if I can get that mucus effect of the Knot Today to use as a detangler on my hair. So if any of you ladies have tried that, please let me know, comment below. It's going to be my first time trying, but that's what I'm going to do with these. And then I want to talk to you guys about butters. A lot of women reach out to me and say they're over shea butter, they don't like shea butter, or they want to know about other natural moisturizers or things that they can make at home and try. So I thought it would be cool to do a video for you guys on just butters. So a lot of people know the main butters that a lot of women use are shea butter. I can make another video you can watch when there's lots of debates over what type of shea butter is better, whether it be yellow shea, white shea, etc. The variations typically stem from the geographic region where the shea is grown or extracted and the process for extraction. So a lot of women probably know the African shea butter that comes in a container like this. It typically, I've used all these to make products or do things, is yellow in coloring, as you can see there. So it's like a mustard yellow, and it's typically fairly hard in consistency. The more that you heat these products, the more that you heat natural butters, just like with food and cooking, they're natural, the more you extract the nourishment and the vitamins and nutrients within them. So some of them are a little bit softer and more pliable, the forms, and they're easier to work with. But that also is from different extraction processes to begin with. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep. This is the yellow African shea, so 100% natural, etc. I think most of the time I order mine on Amazon, or if I'm at an African festival or there's a local supplier or natural store, you can typically get them. So there's that one. Then another brand I like, and just to show you guys the variation, I haven't opened this one yet and I'm not going to, but you can see that this shea is a lot more white in coloring. And this is In Essence brand, and once again, it says 100% organic African shea butter, but if you see the source origin, it says made in the USA. So this one, it's organic, it's USDA approved, and it's more white. It's a lot more pliable and soft to work with. Also, sometimes I find when I'm making products with people, the yellow one can tend to have still a grainy consistency to it after I even melt it a little bit to whip. It can still be a little bit grainy, and a lot of times people don't care for that, and sometimes also they don't care for the yellow coloring. So the white shea kind of creates more of a typical or traditional lotion look, and is also a lot more smooth. You very seldomly have that grainy kind of finish or texture with it. So I like this company's brand a lot, but it's made in the US. And this is another one, Alafia's Everyday Shea. And I also always try to get fair trade. If it's not made in the USA, if it's made or refined in Africa or extracted, just be sure that they're a company that commits itself to fair trade and ethical trade, because it's really unfortunate to have a lot of women of color in the States who have gone natural and used shea butter based products support financially companies that are within the continent, within Africa, that use unethical practices of getting shea. So just a little plug for that. And this one is also, like, as you can see with my finger, also quite hard, whereas the made in the US one, this white shea, is a lot more soft and pliable. I could actually like dig in there and scoop some out. Like this one, once again, is more aligned with the hard nature of the African yellow shea. But once again, just to show you the different variations in color, etc. of shea. Like that's also shea butter. It's nowhere near the yellow mustardy shade of the that African shea butter. And also sometimes the scents can vary. I honestly don't care for the way shea butter smells, so I always have a lot of essential oils on hand. I like lime a lot. I like what else kind of masks the scent really well? Lavender, because it has a strong, potent odor that I don't care for. So those are my sheas. Of course, people will always know cocoa butter as well. This is also by An Essence organic, and this one's made in the USA as well. Cocoa butter also has a tendency to be rather hard. So it requires also kind of a melting down or working with it with your hands, using that natural heat from your fingers to kind of get it to melt. But I love using this especially on my feet, or to use in products as well. But I think people are pretty familiar with cocoa butter and shea. So what else? So from the Amazon basins comes, similar to the form of cocoa butter, is, and I'm going to butcher the pronouncing because I'm just ignorant. I don't know the correct pronouncing, but I say Kokum butter, but it's Cupuacu. And I ordered these all on Amazon. This one is 8 ounces. It's Kokum butter refined. This one came from Spurzon, I guess. Spurzon in Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, I don't know. I ordered it on Amazon. So let me get this open for you. So similar to cocoa butter, it also has a very solid, I've used some of this in a body butter, a very solid texture, which will require a little bit of melting, or if it's still hot where you are, you can set it out in the sun to get it to go down a little bit without using and extracting too many nutrients from overheating it. But once again, it's almost like white, kind of milky in color, and these colors will vary also, which is kind of tricky about ordering online, because sometimes the product will have spoiled or it's just not good anymore, and it can be difficult because sometimes people will think, oh, I ordered shea and it came yellow, does that mean it's bad or it's not good? Well, not necessarily, but just do your research and check the reviews for the companies that you order from. But that's Kokum. And I'm sharing this also because some people say they don't like cocoa. Like some of these you might not care for the smell, or you might not care for the consistency, or it doesn't agree with your skin. So these are just other options that I think are lesser known than shea and cocoa butter that are sometimes used in certain companies' products. So another one from the Amazon is Maru butter. It's spelled M-U-R-U. M-U-R-U. There you go. Maru butter. And this is from a company, Celebrity Vitae, I guess. And this one's based out of, I'm not sure. But it's organically grown and wild harvested. I got 8 ounces. This one also says a shelf life of a year and refrigeration recommended. So like I said, a lot of these are also very heat sensitive. So in the shipping process, they can sometimes melt or go rancid, or, you know, wherever they're coming from or however they've been sitting before you purchase them. Just make sure you use a company that gets good reviews, because like I said, this says like store far from light and heat and refrigeration recommended. So just be conscious when you're keeping them, how long you have them, etc. This one came from Brazil. So this one doesn't smell that great. It's hard as well, just like the other butters, and would require a little bit of melting to get it down to whip into a body butter or a hair product of some sort. But once again, that just shows you the color and consistency and the hard nature of it as well. And just picking these up and putting them on my hands, I just want to show you how incredibly moisturizing these products are. Like, and they're not I mean, they're natural extractions from the earth, but the camera probably won't pick it up, but my hands are already a million times softer and have a beautiful natural sheen. And it just goes to show, if you're really trying to make a more natural commitment to your kids' skin, if your children suffer or you from eczema, these products are extremely nourishing and enriching and really show dramatic results, far different from over-the-counter lotions or name brand lotions, many of which will claim to be a shea butter lotion, and shea butter is the second to last ingredient on the list, and it's full of chemicals, full of dyes, colors, artificial scents, and it's just not good, especially if you have your little babies with such soft skin, or you have a daughter or son that suffers from eczema. These are nutrient rich butters that are really going to enrich and enhance the skin and put back the moisture. Many of these function as emollients, which means that they encourage and have a high level of hydration to them, and they delay evaporation of water. So they're going to have a great effect on the skin in terms of creating a good level of moisture. So what else did I not talk about? Oh, Maru butter. Now this little guy, this is Maru butter, M-A-F-U-R-A. This comes from East African trees, and it's very hard to get this. I have a hard time getting it. A lot of it, as I said, ethically. But this company, they're dedicated to that. It's Cebra, C-E-B-R-A. And this one's also a really great one for skin as well. Also, if you're looking for one that is more soft. So this one, as you can see, the texture, it's hardened a little bit from the temperature in my room, but it tends to be a lot more pliable than the other butters. It tends to be a lot more soft and easy to apply. So I like that one a lot. That's Maru butter if you're looking for one softer. Another soft one is Avocado Butter. This is by Dr. Adorable. This is organic, cold pressed avocado butter. I love this one a lot. Sometimes to just use on my natural hair plain, and it's also very pliable, like very soft. What kind of almost like Play-Doh, kind of like Play-Doh consistency, very pliable, very soft. I use a lot of this. This is like 3 pounds. So avocado butter. I've also seen this in Essence magazine or some magazine recently as well as a good product. So that one's softer. Avocado. Did I talk about Kokum? I don't think I talked about. This is Kokum Butter, K-O-K-U-M. This comes from India. It's also great. It's full of fatty acids, so it's a harder substance, but can add great texture to a product that you're making, or also extremely moisturizing. So the last of it I have is kind of in nugget form, but it's also very hard, so it requires some melting to whip, but another very moisturizing one as well. That comes from India. And then mango butter. So the last one's mango butter. Also, once again, if you'll see, this says mango butter white. So these can range from like yellow to an amber color to a brown to a white. This one's by that same company, Spurs On in Durham. This is 1 pound. I don't know if I have any of this left. I do have a little bit. And so once again, it's kind of that hard, chunky consistency. Mango butter is a little bit more pliable as well, but would require some melting. And the scent of it is a little less strong. So yeah, that's all. And I just wanted to give a shout out. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I think Tasha is her name, the founder of Bell Butters, which has gotten a little bit of play on YouTube. I know Hey Friend Hey uses this product, another YouTuber, and a lot of YouTubers like her. This is her Unyevu butter, and I just wanted to show you in terms of a product where these butters probably you'll find. She uses the mango butter, she uses the avocado butter, she uses is Shea Butter on here? Yeah, Shea Butter. So just so you could see the consistency of a product where these type of ingredients are actually used, and she's whipped it. Her company makes a lot of whipped products to make an actual butter that you can apply. So I recommend her company, Bell Butters. It's only available online. And she does a great job of scenting them very nicely, and I think she uses natural preservatives and fragrances to make hair and body butters using a lot of these ingredients. So just wanted to put that out there as well. And if you have any questions or want to know more, just message me, and hopefully you learned a lot, more than you probably wanted to, on butters. So see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe. Take care. Bye.